Listen up, chat. Hold up, I gotta make sure y'all, we rolling. Alright, we rolling. Alright. Motorcycle. Boom. Let's say you just bought one, right? And you don't really have any experience with it. So you're kind of like, well, how do I drive it? What do I do? Like, I've never done this before. And your first option should be to ask somebody that you know that has a motorcycle if they can help you. But we're gonna run through it today if you don't. And if you also have somebody that can come with you and watch you, help you learn, do that as well. And I would recommend you do it in something like this or at your house in the grass, because just to get the feeling of it. But let's run through it. All right, so first you got to know what everything is. So all right, up here you got two of these, and you got the same thing down here, two of those. This one on your left side is the clutch. This is your front tire brake. So this is where most of your braking power is this one right here. You want to be careful with this one, especially on newer vehicles, because very sensitive. All right, your one down here, this little thingy right here, that is your back brake. This one is not as sensitive, so you can be a little bit more aggressive with that one, but I'd also want to take it easy. And this right here, this is your shifter, right? Okay, so, and then you got the start button, flashers, turning signals, right? So what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to start her up and then go into first. But you see how that just happened? That is because the kickstand is still down. Okay, so what you want to do, right, whenever you start it up and you put it in first and it stops, don't freak out. It's just your kickstand if you have a newer bike. And so also, if it's an older bike and like some people have messed with some people have messed with a few things, like done some wiring or stuff, whenever you're starting it, always pull your clutch in, because it shouldn't, whenever it's in first, it shouldn't start. But I've had a friend, he was in first, started, and his bike just fucking wanted to go. So you got to be very careful about that. So all right, put the kickstand up, pull your clutch in, start it. Right, you're in neutral. You don't have to be on the clutch in neutral. All right, but all right, you pull your clutch in all the way. Also, I'd recommend for your clutch hand only using 1 or 2 fingers. Just a good habit. Pull your clutch in, go down to first. Now you're in first. All right, so what you want to do from here is very slowly let off the clutch, and you're gonna feel it start to kind of pull forward, and you're also gonna hear it too wanting to stall out. Look, see, hear that? I'm gonna do it again. Hear that? I'm not adding any throttle, it's just going on its own. All right, but you're gonna need to add some throttle, because if you let out too much, you will stall out. All right, so you want to just kind of get comfortable, see where it starts pulling. Whenever it starts pulling, that's whenever you want to add some throttle, and then keep letting go, and then boom, no more clutch, you're just going. All right, and now just pull your clutch back in, and then you could just slowly ease on the brakes, right? And boom, you have rode a motorcycle, kind of, for the most part. That's the hardest part right there. For me especially, getting the clutch down was the hardest part for me, easily. So you just want to do that a few times. You know, you want to get really used to it before you go on a road with other vehicles, right? So just keep on letting out and giving throttle, and the better you get with it, the faster you're going to be able to do it, right? So you're not going to always go that slow with it, right? But you want to just keep on practicing that a few times, like get it going, slow it down, stop it. And then another good thing, a good rule of thumb, whenever you're stopping, is to be on both of them a little bit, like your front and back brake, as just, you know, better that way. All right, so you want to slowly let off the clutch, give it throttle, you're going, slow it back down. All right, and you're going to want to practice that a few times, you know, get used to it, get used to the feeling of it, so that you get comfortable, right? So you can take off a little faster and not stall out as much, right? And then whenever you get going, right, you're probably wondering, well, hey, how do I go into those other gears? Well, hold on, I'm about to tell you. All right, so as you can see, the RPMs is going to go up and your bike is going to start to get louder. All right, so whenever you want to shift into your next gear, all you do is pull in your clutch, let off the throttle, and then go up one. All right, so you just pull in your clutch, let off the throttle, and then go up, and then slowly let out the throttle. And as you're letting out the clutch, you want to give it some throttle at the same time, you know? It's kind of like a dance, all right? So you're just gonna speed up, you know, pull in your clutch, let off the throttle, and then shift up, and then let out the clutch and on the throttle, right? And then now you're wondering, well, how do I go down? See, this is a little bit trickier, because if you don't do it right, you're gonna feel it and it's gonna be weird. But it just takes time, it takes practice, you know. So you're gonna want to pull in your clutch, let off the throttle, shift down, push it down, right? And then now you want to let out the clutch and give it throttle slowly, and nothing's happening, right? But this is only because I'm going at a low speed. But whenever you're going at a higher speed and you downshift, you want to blip the throttle a little bit. You want to give it a little bit of gas before you let go of that clutch, or else you're gonna feel it like kind of jerk you. So whenever you're going, you want to pull it in. See how I did that with my wrist? I kind of blipped it a little bit. That's what you're gonna do to get you from jerking forward. It's called rev matching, right? So I mean, that's pretty much it. It takes a lot of time to practice and get really used to it. Like I said before, I'd highly recommend being with someone who knows how to do it, or just being with someone in general while you do it. Is just a lot safer, a lot better for you, right? That's what it's for. You know, a motorcycle is made to have fun, but you gotta be safe. So have fun, be safe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.